Okay, I'll start with my introduction. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Chef Shreya Monga and I am a chef instructor at Academy of Pastry Arts, Gurgaon. And as you know, we are hosting a health week this week, and today's topic is granola bar, which I'll be making for you guys. And also I have a health expert, Miss Tanya Kapoor, and she'll be joining us on this live. And we'll make the recipe, and once we're done with our work, I'll have a chat with her so that we can discuss the granola bar and all the ingredients and what all is good for you, healthy for you, and all the nutrition talk we'll have here. Okay. We'll start with the recipe, and whenever Tanya can join us, she'll join the live, and we'll have a chat with her a little later. All right? So our today's topic is granola bar, and we have the ingredients. I'm sure you must have read the quantities of the ingredients. I'll just go through with it again. So we have oats. These are rolled oats. Okay? You can buy any brand, Quaker Oats, Baggery, any brand you can do. We have some chopped dates. I have some sliced pistachios and sliced almonds. I have some brown sugar. You can use caster sugar as well. I have raisins and honey. All right. So these are the ingredients. The first step of our recipe would be preparing the mold for our granola bar. So I have this mold. So this is just a kind of a ring in a rectangular shape for the bar size. If you don't have this, you can use any cake ring, and or you can make it in a like a plate with high sides or a tray, or you can use your thali also, like you make a barfi. That is how you'll make this. So any mold would be fine, and we have to prepare the mold by lining some oil on it so that your granola bar comes out easily. If you don't do this, it might just get stuck because it has a lot of sugar and honey in it, so it tends to stick once it's baked. So it's better if you just lightly apply oil on all the sides from the inside. So I have my mold ready. I'm putting it on the tray and keeping it aside. We'll get back to it once our mix is ready. So we are starting with the recipe now. I have these oats right here. So before starting my granola bar, I just want to clear out a doubt that most of you have, that what is the difference between a granola and a muesli? Because right now we have all these nuts and dried fruits and sugar and everything that you usually get in a muesli. But the only difference is your granola is usually a little sweetened, and it's also baked, either in a mold or just separately. But your muesli is uncooked. Okay, so that's the difference. So we'll start with the granola bar. So it's a very easy recipe. It's an all-in method. And you put everything in the bowl. You heat up your honey so that it's thin. You coat it, you mix everything, and then you put it in the mold. It's very easy, very simple, and it doesn't take much time. Usually granola bars are, when you buy, they are kind of expensive. Okay, so you can avoid that by making it at home, and most of these ingredients you usually have at home, so it doesn't cost that much. All right, so we'll start. I have my oats right here. I'm going to add my dates to it. Just come here and see, guys. Okay, I have added my dates. I've chopped them. Okay, and next I'm going to add my raisins. If you guys do not like raisins, you can just substitute it with some other dried fruit that you like. Maybe you like dried apricots, or maybe you like dried cranberries. You can add anything to that. Okay, you can add anything to that. It's totally up to you, whatever is available for you, whatever you like. I know so many people do not like raisins, so you can easily change that. If you don't like dates and you love anything else, so you can just replace that amount of dates with something else. It's not a fixed recipe, just you can always play around with it. All right, so after my raisins go in, I have some sliced almonds and sliced pistachios, which I have roasted before. So you can roast them in the oven at about 150 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Make sure you mix it in between so that you get an even color. I've roasted them very lightly because this will again go in the oven. If they're very properly roasted, dark, then they tend to get very dark in the oven once we make the granola bar. All right, so you can put this. If you do not have the sliced almonds or sliced pistachios, you can put whole. If you do not like, or if you don't have any of these, you can put any other nut. You can put pecans. You can use walnuts. You can use cashews, whatever you like. And if you don't want to put any nuts, you can put some Rice Krispies. Usually, yoga bars have a good quantity of Rice Krispies in it, and they're very light. So you can use that instead. And and you can add any flavors also into it. If you like vanilla flavor, you can add a bit of vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste, or just regular vanilla beans scraped. You can use that. Or if it's winters and you want to have something warm to keep your body also warm, you can use cinnamon powder also you can add. That gives a very nice taste. If you like citrus flavors, then you can add orange zest or lemon zest to it. That also tastes very nice. Or you can add candied oranges, candied peels of oranges, and lemons to it. That also gives a very nice taste. So there are so many options. You can play around with it. But all you have to make sure is that the oats and the honey has to be a similar quantity, which is we have 150 grams of honey, 150 grams of oats, and we have 125 grams of honey. So that should be the same, but rest you can play around with. All right. So if you want to go another notch up with the health, you can add pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, or you can add some sesame seeds to this. If you like coconut flavor, you can add flaked coconuts in it. Dried coconuts, or like coconut powder also can be a good option. So you can do anything with it. So now I'm going to add the brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, you can use caster sugar. That's also a good option. No, but I like brown sugar because it gives a very nice molassesy, caramelly taste to it. If you don't want sugar, you can also remove that. That is also an option. Once we speak to Tanya, I'm sure she'll have so many other options that she can give us. And the health benefits of sugar, of adding it, or we can definitely skip it also if you don't like sugar, but you cannot skip honey. All right. So once the sugar goes in, just give it a little mix, and before adding the honey, we need to heat it. So we need to make it warm. I have a thermometer, so I'll be taking this to about 80 degrees Celsius. If you don't have a thermometer, you can just heat it a little bit so that it gets a little thin. That's what we basically want. We want it to get thin so that once we add it to our mix, it gets mixed easily. It coats each and every part of all the nuts or any oats that we've added. All right, so I'll just microwave this a bit. Yeah, please add her. When you boil your, when you heat your honey, just make sure it doesn't boil. Otherwise, it will start evaporating and get little thicker later. So just heat it. Don't boil it. Mine is at 73 degrees. I'll just heat it up a little bit more to get it to 80 degrees. So my honey is at about 82 degrees right now. So I'll add it. So as you can see, once I've heated the honey, it's a little thinner. So it's easier for us to coat everything, whatever we have in the bowl with this honey. If you don't heat it, then it's thick and it might form a lump in the middle and not mix properly.
How much temperature for microwave?
80 degrees, I've heated it to.
For how many seconds?
I did it for 40 seconds. In case you don't want to put honey, you can put maple syrup as well. So any sort of syrup can be good. There are recipes with agave nectar also. Agave nectar or agave syrup is a natural sweetener that doesn't add calories to you. So you can use that as well. It has to be something that binds everything. So honey is the binding agent right now. So it binds everything together. And also, as you know, honey is a natural carbohydrate, so it gives you a boost of energy. So your granola bars are usually there so that you can. Okay, is Tanya there?
I'm sorry, we have a terrible internet connection issue. Wondered what happened, but I was watching your recipe.
Almost done.
You can
we are
continue.
Almost done with the granola bar recipe. And once we're done with the recipe and it goes in the oven, we'll start speaking to Tanya about all the health benefits. So you can come here and see. And I have mixed everything nicely. And just make sure each and every part is properly coated with honey or maple syrup or whatever syrup that you are using to combine it. All right. So our mix is ready right now. So there are two ways you can make a granola. Either you can make it in a bar form that we'll be doing today, or if you don't want to make it in a bar form, or you just want to make the granola that you can get in a box or anything, instead of baking it in this mold, you can just spread it on the entire tray and bake it at the same temperature. So I'll give you the time and temperature and everything. I have the mold right now. I'll be making it in a bar. So this full recipe goes in this mold, and it gives it covers more than half of this rectangle mold. So now just lightly take it to the sides and press it very slightly. If you press it too much, then it compresses a lot and it gets harder in the oven. So we don't want to want this to get hard. We want this to get crispy and a bit chewy. So very lightly press it. So as I said, if you do not want to make it in the mold, you can just spread it on the tray. I have a silicone mat over here. You can use a parchment paper also. You don't need this. Just spread it all around and bake it at the same temperature and the same time that we are baking this for. So this will go in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 13 to 14 minutes. Once I get a nice color on top, and that is when I'll take it out. Maybe it takes 1-2 minutes more. That is the time and temperature. And while this goes in the oven, we'll have a chat with Tanya. Okay? So, 14 minutes.
So I have a question, chef. The mold that you have created in, how many bars are you eventually going to create out of it?
Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Hi. So out of this recipe, I will cut out 2.5 centimeter bars. So this will give me about 8 pieces.
Okay, great. All right. So in fact, this is, and we can also dilute these bars in milk, or they have to be eaten like a snack.
You can definitely dilute it, but there's a chance that it just breaks in the milk. So you can have it like that, or you can just cook it separately on a tray like I told, and like put it on top of your milk and eat it, or put it on top of your yogurt. That's also very healthy for you. So, yeah.
Okay. So because, you know, I feel that this is a very, very good option for especially my clients when they come up and say that they want something to snack in between the day. Yeah. Because if we, the quantity that you've used, 1 bar is for about 200 calories. Yeah. Which is fantastic one if one is, you know, just wanting to munch on something which is very, very healthy. Yeah. So that is one. And of course, if one needs to accompany it with milk. And I just want to know that when we dilute it into milk, will it get crushed like a muesli, or will it stand solid in the milk?
Sorry? When you?
Will it dilute in the milk, like if we add it in a cup of a milk, like just like how a bar of...
Uncooked, so it soaks up...
Sorry, your voice is a little low. We are unable to hear you.
Just a second.
So I think I can answer this question. One, that the ingredients are mentioned in the post, which has been shared by APGA India, and it is definitely rich in, so how many, there's a question here about, I just missed it, protein rich. So yes, it is, it has a lot of vitamin and mineral, apparently, more than protein, I would say. It has more of vitamins and mineral. Yeah, so can you talk now, as in, is the volume okay? Yes, it's okay. So we can continue by the time you can sort it out. So there is a question here by one of the audience that can we use coconut sugar or jaggery for this?
Yeah, and definitely you can use jaggery or coconut sugar instead of the brown sugar or caster sugar. Same quantity.
Yeah. Because now I would like to add, if coconut sugar is a good option, then, you know, the difference between, so first of all, brown sugar or white sugar, the only difference is that it is a less refined sugar, the brown sugar. But the coconut sugar is quite less on glycemic index. When we are using coconut sugar, even over honey or maple syrup, it would be even a better option for one, because the glycemic index is literally 50% of what is for honey. And we can make it diabetic friendly if we will go ahead for coconut sugar, because when the product is lesser on glycemic index, it actually doesn't spikes the sugar levels, which is friendly for a person. If, you know, it is not only for people who have diabetes, but even like these days when people are very, very health conscious. So I think it's a very good question, and actually a very good replacement for making the,
It definitely gives sweetness, but adding coconut or jaggery sugar also will give a little bit sweetness, but does not make it very sweet.
Yeah, yeah. I want to add something on nutrition basis. So because I really liked when you were telling about, I think you mentioned pumpkin seeds or something while you were making the recipe. So, you know, like these,
yeah.
Sorry, can I, hello?
Sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, I said.
Yes. So I want to share something with everyone here, that actually when we are adding these sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, so these days we all come across vitamin D deficiency. And most of us are, you know, on synthetic vitamin D, which is, you know, supplements provided by the doctor. So what happens is in our body, when we are having vitamin D synthetically, we are actually depleting magnesium from our body. That's like, you know, like it's like a side effect. which is we are not aware of. And now when magnesium is depleted from one's body, what happens is that magnesium is actually one of those vitamins and minerals wherein it helps in energy metabolism, wherein person wants to lose weight or maintain weight. So one is lacking in magnesium and complains that, I'm not able to gain weight or lose weight. So when we add things like sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, even, avocado, banana, all these items have magnesium, even green leafy vegetables. So one tends to keep the magnesium levels absolutely in control when you are adding such things in your diet. Now, another thing with magnesium is that one tends to have cramps sometimes. These are like lifestyle disorders these days. That person is having cramps in the stomach, or person is having cramps overall. So when one is adding these things in a granola bar specifically, because it's like a snack bar wherein one is compensating not eating the junk food and rather having this. So it's actually like a very, very good take that, if you add those seeds to it. Another thing I want to share, since I mentioned junk right now. So again, when we eat junk food over a granola bar, for example, because we are learning here this, so we are again wiping off more of magnesium levels from our body. So this is another reason why one should actually opt for the granola bar that you've made today. So to keep our magnesium levels intact, because one is not aware of these little facts of our body. And another thing, that if we are going to get away with sugar in this, because I don't know if you mentioned that, can we make it without sugar?
Yes, we can.
And what can we add for taste then?
The honey is more than enough for you as a taste.
Okay.
But you can add flavors like vanilla, cinnamon. If you like different spices,
Okay.
you can ground them and add.
Great.
So, yeah.
How about if somebody doesn't want the granola bar as a little sweet tinge?
Sorry?
Like if one doesn't want like a sweet tinge, wants it maybe a little bit of salt or something, can we do that?
Add a pinch of salt also. It elevates different flavors and controls the sweetness. If you don't like it too much, you can add a bit of salt also.
Okay, that's another great thing, because again, there's one thing that people follow when they are following, especially when if you ask me, when I get queries for snack. So of course I don't give sugar, in anything which is a snack. But the reason behind not giving sugar is not only weight loss. Now, sugar has two things which, again, I would like to share with everyone. Sugar, one, wipes away the good bacteria from our body, from our stomach, especially. So, when one wants a better gut health, one needs good bacteria. And if, I'm eating everything healthy, but then I add sugar in my diet. So what I'm doing is I'm just wiping off all the nutrition that I've taken in the entire day. One is this. Second is sugar, again, since we were talking about magnesium, sugar also depletes magnesium. So again, one will not end up losing weight. So even if, you are eating 200 calories or 250 calories with this granola bar, but then adding it, maybe, so replacing sugar would be a very, very good option. One with coconut sugar. Otherwise, I love the idea of adding salt to it. And I can definitely, give this idea and this recipe to my clients, especially because I think we all lack with this idea of having a nice snack. And we end up with the monotonous options of snack, but this is one exceptionally different.
Yeah. And I also mentioned that we can add maple syrup to it. So do you have any?
Yeah.
So you can give us
So maple syrup and honey are more or less the same.
yeah.
Very, very little difference in calorie intake also, like probably about a 5 to 10 calorie difference. Or even when I talk about glycemic index, it is quite similar. So maple syrup is a little lesser than the honey, but they're quite similar in their, nature. So not much of a difference. So if one doesn't have a maple syrup, then just can go for the honey. But yes, I would recommend organic honey, raw honey, because these days a lot of other honey are also available. One should not forget that, whenever anything is being added in their meal, be it maple syrup or honey, these are form of sugar. And one has to take control of the intake, because be it diabetic or non-diabetic. So the only reason of, even for diabetic, it is how it is friendly is that they will not immediately spike up the blood sugar levels. which is definitely important. And in fact, even for girls these days, if 9 out of 10 girls are facing PCOD issues, these hormonal issues. So for them also, it is not advised to take sugar in direct form or refined sugar.
Okay. And I also mentioned agave nectar. Agave syrup also I mentioned that we can add, so
Okay.
that's good for the diabetic patients that can
Yeah.
that.
So agave and stevia, they are more or less on similar composition, and they're natural. Yes,
So,
that's a good idea.
yeah, so we can add that also. And
Yes. Again, another thing I want to share is that if one is opting for a bar on a regular basis, like, because I would say what I noted down was 90% of things are very, very healthy. It's only about the only question is going to be about the sugar. So one should not get used to or adapt certain form of sugar on a daily basis, even if it is agave or stevia.
yeah, I agree. I agree. So,
How long is it going to take to get ready, as in the final weight?
it takes about 13 minutes in the oven, and once
Okay.
you take that out, I'll show you how to demold it. And
Okay.
I have some already prepared because it has to be rested. So
Okay.
as done from in the oven, we'll be almost done in some time. It's a very quick and simple recipe. So anyone can make it at home with whatever ingredients they have available. Any sort of nuts they can put, any sort of seeds they can put. Oats is kind of a mandatory ingredient, and a syrup is also mandatory, but any healthy ingredient they can add to their recipe. And the recipe is there on our Academy page, on the Academy story. They can, anyone who wants to go and check it out, they can. And we'll save this story as well, this live, so that they can go back and have a look.
Yeah.
So we are done with the granola bar. It's out. I'll just show it to you. All right.
Yeah. So there's a question that is granola bar good for kids too? Yes, it is good for kids too. However, I strongly feel that what adults are following in the house, they should not make kids follow it very strictly. Kids should have a complete balanced diet on a daily basis. So again, there's a question, how about
as you can see, we have there's a nice brown color to it, golden brown color on top, and so it's baked properly. It's a little loose, so as it cools down, it gets harder. So what we want to do is we want to let it rest for some time, and as soon as it's okay for us to demold it, which can be in about 15 minutes, we can demold it and rest it for a minimum of 4 to 5 hours so that it completely sets. All right, and after that you can cut whatever shape you want out of it. You can cut either triangles or you want whatever size yoga bar you want to cut. I usually cut about 2.5 centimeter yoga bars. You can maybe rectangles. You can maybe cut smaller squares or thinner rectangles, whatever you want. So I already have some prepared granola bar. Maybe I'll just show it to you. I'll just. No, you can't, because coconut oil will not help in binding the granola bar. It doesn't help all the ingredients stick together. So we can't replace it. Sorry, loose granola. I just you can use the same temperature and time in the oven. Don't put it in the mold. Just spread it on a tray and just make sure once between the 13 minutes you just give it a mix. Give the loose granola a bit mix so that it colors equally and uniformly, and then you can just take it out at the same time 13 minutes when it's a bit golden and brown. So now comes my favorite part, because I love chocolate. So what I love decorating my my granola bar is by drizzling some dark chocolate on it. If you love white chocolate, you can use that. If you love milk chocolate, you can use that. Dark chocolate is one of my favorites. So we have a 54% dark chocolate that I'm going to drizzle on top. If you want, you can dip the entire granola bar in the chocolate, if you love it that much. So, but I just like a little drizzle on it. If you want, you can add some dark chocolate chips inside the, inside the granola mix also, which is a great option. So let me just get the piping bag ready for my dark chocolate. Sugar-free powder, definitely you can add stevia, or you can add sugar-free, the one you can get, crushed, the normal size one, not the capsules. You can definitely use that. So I have some dark chocolate in my piping bag. So this chocolate is tempered. If you don't know what tempered chocolate is, and you don't know how to do that, that's okay. You can just use melted dark chocolate, and it will just take a little more time for it to set. Although the tempered chocolate sets very quickly at room temperature. So you can just pop it in a cooler room, not in the fridge. Otherwise it will get soft. A cooler part of the room, and with the melted dark chocolate, and then it will set. But this one sets quite quickly. So if you don't cool your granola bar for about 4 to 5 hours, it tends to break when you cut. So so it's better if you let it set. It does break a little bit, but because it's a little thick, my mold is a little thick. If you make thinner, then it should not break. And so these are ready.
Wow, this looks great. So, I want to share something about, so last night, I received a query from one of my clients that I'm really craving for something sweet. And trust me, I feel so happy to be there today with you on this live session, because I feel that at times, we stick to some very simple sugar cravings. But this is super nutrition. And I would say that, even adding a little bit of sugar, but the kind of the granola bar that you have made, I feel that one would not go for any other sugar craving, rather just stick to this. And if we add the coconut sugar or something like that, maybe we can really make it even better in terms of the, the nutrition level. And I myself, I'm going to try this today. I'm very sure about it, Shreya. You've really encouraged me to go back and bake this granola bar in my house as well.
What do you have to say about the dark chocolate on top?
So I want to share, so like I shared about the magnesium levels. So, what happens is that we all tend to just focus on our calciums or our B12s or our certain vitamins, which we are very much easily, aware of, like vitamin A, E and all. But again, dark chocolate, one, really helps right now in the times of COVID. One is feeling very low. Yeah. So dark chocolate actually helps us to certainly level up our hormones which are dealing with stress levels as well. And this is another reason that one is binging a lot, like untimed binging. So 1 to 2 cubes in a day is okay. Now, again, what dark chocolate as a nutrition has is also there in certain pumpkin seeds and in sunflower seeds. So one needs to also know that is one taking care of the amount, the quantity, like ek din mein, how much is one person eating? Ye bhi nahi hona chahiye ki sab kuch एक ही दिन में खाया जा रहा है. But yes, like a mixture, like a granola bar, one granola bar with dark chocolate, with those pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and like you've added dates, they're very good for your hair and your appetite. Also, people who feel very acidic, for them also dates is a good thing. Like when we tell them to have small and frequent meals. So these the combination that you've used are perfectly fine. I want to answer one question. Somebody had asked about that. What should I give my child for a snack? You know, especially the midnight snack. I would like to ask one question before answering about the midnight snack. That why is the child up in the midnight? You know, why is the child not following a routine? What is the age of the child? Because if it is, you know, because of the lockdown, if your child is not sleeping in time, firstly, please request to go back to the routine. You know, wake up on time, sleep on time, do not increase your screen time. And because all these things are equally important when one is taking care of the nutrition intake. Secondly, this granola bar for a child is a great option for snacking in between. One can obviously reduce the size. You know, like what you said, that you can cut it in as you know, the kind of shape or size you want to. So one can do that. Another option is for a child, one can always go for a little bit of almond milk with some fruit in between, you know, not only at midnight but during the day. We can take care of a lot of snacking for children. Like what I do personally is, like, you know, when I tell others to have roasted makhana, but for kids I tell them that they can always have roasted makhana in a lot of different ways. Like I do, like I add a little bit of peri peri to it, or sometimes I make it in a South Indian style. And you know, kids like fusion apparently these days, and I try and use coconut oil when I roast them, or maybe organic ghee, because coconut oil is very good with you know, good fat, and similarly as organic ghee. One tends to not use coconut oil thinking that there will be like some fumes and flavor, but if used in right quantity, I feel one will enjoy the flavor, one will enjoy the taste. So it's all about, you know, how I'll tell you something that, of course, when you were sharing about the recipe, that how we need to set it, to be honest, I'm not good with all those things. And I think I'm learning on this live session with you. Yesterday, I learned a new style of plating, because I love to decorate my plate itself, because I feel that your food should also look good. So I tried that last night in my session yesterday. So, of course, you know, these things, these little things are equally important at how one is cooking food, because the nutrition is also there in the way one is cooking food. You know, it's not only about that you make the food and you keep it in the morning and then you eat it whenever you want to. So one needs to also see that, you know, what sort of a quantity one is making and what sort of, you know, how long. So there is a question also, by the way, Chef, if you would like to answer, this is like, with this quantity, we will have to store what is the shelf life? In fact, even I would love to know about it.
The granola bar shelf life is very good. You can store it up to 2 to 3 weeks in an airtight container, so that there's no moisture from the outside. And if just in case it gets a little soggy, you can just flash it in the oven for 5 minutes so that it dries out again. So it has a very good shelf life. Even with the loose granola, even if not the bar, you can just refresh it in the oven at any point. And yes, I just read a comment somewhere. I will save the video, and just before switching off the live, I will just revise the whole process, because it's very easy. So once we are done, tell the whole process again.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Tanya, for this informative session. I absolutely
thank you for having me over.
I hope everyone tries this recipe and makes a good habit of having nutritional food on a daily basis, and instead of having junk, they can eat this as a snack.
So I have one thing before I log off with you guys. So there was a question for somebody that how can I connect with you? So one, in case I've not been able to answer any of your nutrition based question, please feel free to drop me a message on DM me on Wellness by Tanya. And a little quick intro about myself also, because I love being with you guys online. So I'm a dietitian and a nutritionist, Delhi-based dietitian and nutritionist from Wellness by Tanya, and I take care of people, in terms of their holistic health coach, as a holistic health coach, wherein I take care of people with weight management, weight loss, everything, but keeping their nutrition intact. And if you wish to contact me, you can reach out to me by my Instagram, which is Wellness by Tanya, and from there on, we can always connect with each other. Anyone I've not answered your query, please DM me. I will surely address all your queries. Yeah. Thank you, Shreya. Thank you, Chef Shreya. I loved your granola bar, and I'm going to try it today. And I might share my picture with you.
Thank you so much. And
Bye.
Recap of this recipe.
Yes. Bye.
You mix everything in one bowl. Heat your honey at about 80 degrees, or if you don't have a thermometer, just heat it, and do not let it boil. Add everything in the bowl, put it in your mold, and bake it at 170 degrees for about 13 minutes. If you don't want to put it in a mold, you can just spread it on a tray loosely. And once it comes out, let it rest for about 3 to 4 hours so that it gets hard and set. And then you can cut pieces out of it. So it's very simple. I hope you guys love the recipe, and I'll be saving the video. Thank you.